Good morning, good afternoon. It's another one of my outward topics, but still the church must cover these things because if the world teaches them, they will not know better. If the world teaches them, they will not know better. We're growing up, or we have grown up in a porn generation. Young men and women alike have been introduced to sexually explicit material before coming of age. So, from an early age, we are introduced to sex, sexual related thoughts, innuendos, images. If you are on Instagram, you know that every other image, every second image has got a innocence of the young has been taken at an early age. And we see this from societies today where teens are engaging in sexual activities from an early age. They are exposed to sex before their coming of age, before they understand its means, before they understand God's design for it. Children are losing their innocence early. We can even talk about rape to some extent, where adults are taking advantage of children. Perhaps a topic for another day, but about the less related, because these images that we see in porn influence us. They're actually spirits that enter as we watch these explicit images. And for a man to engage with sexual activities with children, with young ladies, with girls that are not even of ages yet is not uncommon because these spirits influence you and allow you to think that it is okay. Sex for the basis of pleasure is wrong. Sex for the main purpose of pleasure alone is wrong. These people, and even I, in the past have come to realize that engaging in sexual activities do not leave you satisfied in the long run. It is a moment of pleasure, but in the long term, it does not give you the satisfaction that you desire. You will not feel wanted. You will not feel desired. You will not feel the way you hope you would feel when you become intimate with these people based on sex alone. And that is what is happening with the society today. They're using sex as an escape. They are hoping and believing that in engaging in it, they will be happier, that it will feel good, and things will be all right. That feel good mentality does not work for long because the next day you feel as if you have wasted that time, wasted that gift that God has given us. Sex for pleasure alone is wrong and it is a waste of time. People who engage in sexual activities for long enough will begin to lose their own value. Their thoughts towards themselves begin to diminish because they begin to see themselves as mere objects, toys, pleasure, Sex is supposed to be for couples, to improve upon their relationships, to improve upon their communication, having them coming closer, that they can begin to build a family. Sex is for building a family, is for the longevity of mankind. To engage in it explicitly for pleasure's sake with anybody and everybody leaves us drained, leaves us wanting, desiring for something greater and better, but not finding it, and substituting the desire and the need to be wanted, to be needed, to be cared for in the long term for current and temporary pleasures that leave us questioning and desiring for something better, because we become mere objects, objects for somebody else's pleasure, which after it is said and done, we just go our separate ways. It means nothing. Sex in today's age means nothing. There's no design to it. There's no long-term investment to it. It is about momentary pleasure, seeking something for zeradeje, something is moving in the spirit, seeking for something greater, but settling for the lesser, seeking for something greater. We want intimacy. We wish to be loved. We wish to be wanted. We desire to be seen in a light that is greater than our own, for someone to see us, to truly encounter who we truly are. And we give ourselves, our body, as a means to be seen in that light, that somebody can partake of our presence with us and us with them, and we'll fulfill a light together. That light begins to shine and shine greater when the two become one together. We want our lights to shine. Yet we've been shrouded in darkness, been exposed to sex in a way that is almost demonic. We're seeing ourselves as objects and we're seeing them as objects. So we do not see the light in them anymore. Just a pleasure toy, a means to an end, a momentary joy, a momentary pleasure, which again in the long term takes away from the value of who we truly are and to whom we truly belong. Our bodies are temples, the Bible would say. But these temples are being broken. These temples are being tainted. Again, we're being exposed from an early age to things that we're not supposed to see, and even in our adulthood, things that we ought not to experience, not to see, not to engage with. But these images are being presented to us, freely available, and we consume them. And those spirits behind the creation and the spirits trying to control us, trying to diminish our value, begin to be a part of us. We throw away our bodies. We use our bodies as instruments to attract and to gain, not understanding the value of this body that we have with the light that is supposed to be within it. We are losing our value. We are losing the intimacy that God designed for us to have with one. The more sex you have with them, the less valuable they become. The more sex you have with somebody, the less valuable they become. They become a novelty. And after some time, you want to substitute them for something better, for another. You need to realize that having sex and engaging in sexual activity outside of couple building, outside of relationship building, is pointless and it is a waste of time. And you will devalue yourself and you will devalue the person that you're engaging with that sexual activities with, because even they will begin to lose their essence over time. The more people you have sex with, the most valuable, the less valuable you see yourself. find your value again. You need to understand that your body is a temple, that it is worth the wait for the right person to commit with, to build with, to share light with, to grow a light with, and to be light with. It is when two become one that something beautiful begins to happen. If the two intimately are in love and create from the basis of love a new future. But we're throwing it all away by using our bodies as instruments of pleasure and not of development and growth and families, and not according to the design that God had envisaged when He made this body for men and created woman, that the two may come together as one to create, to be beautiful. We are losing the beauty of our bodies, of our minds. Our minds are being tainted, taken away from us, being shown something that we think we desire, but we do not. We are not designed to be going around sleeping with anybody and everybody, just enjoying the moment, but not from it, not learning from it, not making something of it. We are devaluing ourselves, we're devaluing our minds, we're devaluing our bodies. We're becoming just sex objects, instruments of somebody else's pleasure, to be thrown away once they get bored, once they find something better. It is not about finding something better or greater. It is about being involved with somebody. We've been substituted. The Spirit of God within us that wants us to shine, for this body to be glorified with Him and with the right partner, is being lost. The light of God in us, to find the right person to shine the light with, to have joy and good fun and the right fun with, and to grow with, is being lost because we look for a one night stand or momentary pleasure with that person that we desire just sexually. But the next day, we do not desire them anymore. For once you fulfill that act, that joy is now taken away. And you will keep looking, thinking, and hoping that the next person will alleviate. And the Spirit is now talking, alleviate that hole within you, that something is missing within you, and you're trying to fill it sexually with these people. You're hoping that by having these activities, sleeping with them, would fill that void, fill that gap, fill that hole. But it is not filled. And you feel less and less like a person the more you engage with it. It is taking away your value, your true essence. Your spirit is dying within you. The more you activate this, the more you engage in it without the true value and the essence of God behind it. Don't go sleeping around with people. You will not find what you desire. There is no joy in it. You need to move faithfully with your body, committed to God. He will bring the right person and the joy that you're looking for, the love that you seek, the desire, and the need to be desired by the right person who will take care of you, who will come when you begin to shine your light within you. Don't see yourself as an object. Do not be used. Do not use others. Be blessed.